I literally cover almost 80% of my mortgage every month just from this owner-occupied Airbnb. Welcome in. My name is Grace Shockey, and I'm super glad that you are here today because that means you are this much closer to running your own Airbnb. I am going to walk you A to Z, step by step, and I'm going to show you every little nook and cranny that I faced while I was starting my own Airbnb and the things that I never knew, a lot of tips and tricks to run a very successful and functional Airbnb. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then stay tuned until the end. And if you find value in this video, then do subscribe and share it with a friend because I post new content like this every week. Just for you. You're welcome. All right, so a little bit about my Airbnb. Mine is what is called an owner-occupied short-term rental. Owner-occupied STR for you realtor friends who know all of the codes. By the way, I am a realtor, so this is what I do for a living. I am a realtor here in Nashville where STRs are very, very popular. So I see them done a lot of different ways. What I've done is the owner-occupied version where I live in my house and then downstairs we actually have an Airbnb. And we built a door so it's completely separate. It's a walk-in private entrance with a code for the guests. They walk in and then we never see them and it's kind of beautiful. I really like it that way. I know some people really like talking to their guests, but for me it's just a lot lower key and lower maintenance, just knowing that they're downstairs and that I don't have to talk to them. So those are kind of your different options. You're gonna have an owner occupied or you're gonna have a non-owner occupied or a no STR for my realtor friends. Non-owner occupied is exactly what it sounds like. You don't live there, you buy a condo, you buy a townhouse, you buy a single family house, and the Airbnb guests come in, then you come back and you have a management or a cleaning crew that works on it. And yeah, it's completely separate from you. I have my notes here. I have a lot of notes. So this may get long, but you're gonna have every single thing you need to do to start an Airbnb by the end. So I started mine about a year ago and I'm such a big fan because I literally cover almost 80% of my mortgage every month just from this owner-occupied Airbnb. And it's 1 bedroom, 1 bath, no kitchen. And I'm able to cover 80% of my mortgage. So chef's kiss. If Austin's watching this video, he just rolled his eyes because he hates when I do chef kiss. So your first step is to determine whether your property qualifies for a short-term rental permit. Now, if you already own a property, this will be easy. You just need to call your local county clerk or zoning office and figure out if your property is zoned. Every single city has different requirements and every county and area within the city has different requirements. So just call your county clerk or zoning office, ask them if you qualify for a short-term rental permit, and if they say yes, you can ask them to send you all of the requirements and they will email you. It takes a while, it's pretty slow. For me, it was about a month and a half and they're really non-responsive because I think their offices are just overwhelmed. At least here in Nashville, it's that case. Get the step-by-step requirements and then follow them. It's gonna be something like having a fire inspector come out and install smoke detectors, filing for different insurance things. It's a lot of hoops that you have to go through. It's kind of just bureaucratic stuff, but it should take between 1 to 2 months, so expect that. And then if you don't have a house yet and you're working on buying a property specifically with the intent of doing short-term rental, then you need to partner with a realtor in your city who knows about those zoning codes and is well versed in what that actually looks like. So if you need a referral, I have some friends in different cities. You can write me a comment or email me and I'll get you somebody good. But I think that's an important step, is having a good ally who can find something that's a good deal price-wise, because some of these short-term rental permits just make the prices really inflated and it doesn't make sense at the end of the day. Like, you would actually be better off doing a long-term rental. But some of them, if you can find a really good deal, like ours was, I really don't think that they had priced it appropriately. I'm sorry guys if you're watching this, but I think we got a really good deal and permit makes a lot of sense for us and it works out. So you need to look at that, and it really helps to have a partner if you're not a realtor yourself. So yeah. Let me know if you need a referral, I got you. And if you know somebody, call them. You need to figure out, does this play make sense? If you're buying a property, this is gonna be even more important before you actually sign on the dotted line. You really need to run your own comps on Airbnb to see what people in the area are charging. Sorry, I keep getting texts. So to run comps on Airbnb, go to airbnb.com and then find the area where you're looking to buy or where you already own and you're looking to get permitted. And then you can basically go into the neighborhood and then just say search and put the dates in, put the, beds that you'll have. Get as close to what your Airbnb is gonna look like. And then you can see what people in your neighborhood are actually charging per night, and then what they're charging for the cleaning fees and service fees and different things like that. You can actually see what they're charging and see if that will make sense for you. If you already own your place and you can get permitted, like, amazing. The permit only costs in Nashville, it was about $300. So it's not nothing, but it's really not bad because you'll make that in a couple of nights, depending on where you are. It's very, very worth it long run. I wouldn't let that stop you. It's definitely something that's worth saving for. Yeah, if you are buying, this is especially important. I definitely wouldn't buy anything before you've run Airbnb comps because you really, really want to make sure that it makes sense. You're not going to overpay for a property that really doesn't have that strong of Airbnb nightly rates. And then you can kind of price appropriately, and you can get ideas for this property is kind of a little more luxury. They've got some nice amenities like a Keurig, or they've decorated it really cute, luxury sheets, and I'll talk about all of that stuff later because that is really important. Before I moved on from pricing, I did want to mention that there are some pricing tools like Wheelhouse, and I think it's like Pricing IQ, I can't remember, but I tried Wheelhouse and honestly I just turned it off because I didn't really like it. The whole pitch of Wheelhouse and those other pricing tools is that it's kind of like the hotel pricing tools where they look at events in the area, they look at demand for different hotels and different Airbnbs, and then they sort of price accordingly. But I had been pricing on my own. I priced mine a little competitively. I was doing like $120 a night plus like a $30 or $40 cleaning fee, and I was getting a lot of bookings. I tried it and I wasn't a huge fan because it really stopped the bookings almost immediately. It raised the price about $100, so it was in like the mid twos for most nights. I didn't see any bookings come in after I did that, and then as soon as I applied a discount to one of the weekends to test it, I started getting bookings. So I think that they had me overpriced. I would encourage you to play around with your own pricing, see how that works, keep looking at comps, and just stay a little bit competitive. Technically, you could get more a night, but if no one is booking your property, you're not making anything. So be a little competitive, Once you have the permit secured, that's when you're gonna start the fun stuff. Purchasing supplies, decorating, really personalizing the space, adding cute amenities. And this is the part that I love. I really love interior design and just like making places really cute. I don't know if you can see any of this, but I love decorating. It's so satisfying and fun. So I'm gonna show you a little like walkthrough of my Airbnb. We had concrete floors in ours from the builder, and it was literally just like rough concrete, and they painted it gray with wall paint, but that was immediately looking really, really cheap and crappy. So I actually got these guys called Garage Kings to come in and do like an epoxy finish, and it's that really nice, beautiful marble. And then I did some homework and digging. I found the best Airbnb and hotel quality towels and sheets. I've been using them for a year now, and they're still holding up, and I've gotten some really good feedback. So I use Buffy sheets. I will link all of this down in the description below, so you can go and find that. And I will make a small fee if you purchase anything through my affiliate links, but I definitely love these products and recommend them from experience. So I use Buffy sheets, and I would suggest buying 2 pairs of whatever sheet set that you do. We do a duvet cover so that we just change the duvet cover and then put the new one on. But having 2 is very important because whether you're cleaning yourself or you have a cleaner come, you really need to have 2 just to give yourself time for those back-to-back turnovers. So 2 sets of sheets. I love Buffy because they're soft, they're natural eucalyptus, and they feel really, really good. That's actually what I sleep on too. I love, love, love Buffy. I use Egyptian cotton towels. They're 100% cotton. They've held up very, very well. We'll also link those below. I also bought these Turkish hand towels that they're super soft and they just look really sharp in our bathroom. Linking that. We have like a Smeg looking refrigerator. I can't remember the brand right now off the top of my head, but I'll also put it down below. We just got it at Home Depot for like $400. And you guys, get thrifty. If you're really starting this on a shoestring budget, go to Facebook Marketplace and see what you can pick up for like $100. You never know what you can find. And you know, there's also the mindset of growing with your business, because this is a business. So you start the best that you can, and then as you make revenue from these bookings, then you can save that revenue, save a portion of it, and then reinvest it. And that's when you're going to start seeing really good reviews and repeat customers. It's going to get better as it goes, but if you're really starting this from like absolutely scratch, just do the best you can. And then I'm going to talk about a few loving touches that you can add that get you really good reviews. Oh, another thing that I do is really special personal care item. I use these little square Neutrogena wipes, and I just buy a bag. I think they're $5 or $6. Also gonna link them here. I put those in a little bowl on the sink, and I cannot tell you how many women have thanked me. A little tip for you Airbnb hosts: if you keep Neutrogena eye makeup remover towelettes in there, or any kind of towelette in there that's just like a little singlet, women will take the makeup off on the towelette instead of on your beautiful white hand towel, and you don't have to pay for it or bleach it or worry about this like black mascara mess on your towel. So it's a little pro tip. And then we always provide body wash, shampoo and conditioner. I just use like Dove for that, but you can use whatever you like. Okay, I told you I was gonna do a couple of like sweet loving touches. I always do a whole bar of chocolate. Actually, I can probably grab it right now and show you. Camera over. Okay, I accidentally turned the camera over when I was getting the chocolate, but it is what it is. Okay, so this is the chocolate I was talking about. I absolutely love that chocolate. It is sweetened with stevia. It is refined sugar-free, and you can find it in like salted caramel, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, whatever you want. And you can find it at Kroger, Publix, Amazon. I can link it for you, like any Whole Foods or healthy grocery store. But yeah, you don't have to use that one, but like, do some chocolate. Chocolate is universal, it's so comforting, and it's also very classy and elegant. And my Airbnb is called Luxurious East Nashville Private Room. And I like to make it very elegant for my guests, and I want them to feel special. I actually always think of this quote that I heard. It says that guests are God. Guests are God. And if you think about it that way, you're never gonna wanna take advantage of a guest. You want to give them more than they've paid for, more than they expect. And that's just a rule for life and business. Definitely when you're in hospitality. Like, imagine you've traveled 13 hours, which it could be even more than that. We recently had a guest from London. This guy's probably been traveling for a full day, and he gets home. I say he gets home. He gets here, and I want to make him feel so special and loved and cared for. So I put out the full bar of chocolate, and I do a handwritten note alongside it. And you can do whatever you like, just a piece of paper, and then like fold it up and do their name, or you can do little thank you cards or whatever feels good to you. Write them a handwritten card. It can be really anything, just like, hey, welcome to blah blah city. This is what you'll love here. There's so much fun, food, culture. I'm sure you had a really long trip. I really hope you enjoy yourself. Please let us know if we can do anything to make you more comfortable. And I always say, your hosts, Austin and Grace, and I draw little hearts. That's just me. I'm just cheesy. I like things like that. And the guests seem to also. So in addition to the chocolate and the note, I also leave a little bowl of these like Yum Earth organic pops, and I leave that by the table next to a flyer that I actually created on Canva. And I think this is a very important piece of the puzzle. And guys, I'm actually gonna give this to you for free. I literally created on Canva. I'm gonna link the template down here below, and you can customize it however you would like. You can add your picture in here. You can not say welcome y'all if you're not in Nashville, Tennessee. You can call your room whatever you want. And then inside here, I'm actually going to give you two options, because this is kind of an expanded version. It has 4 sides to edit. If you don't have that much to say, or you just don't want to have this big of a sheet, then you can totally use this. This is just a little 1-pager, and I got it laminated so you can see it's nice and sturdy. But I just say, welcome friends. I have the address on there so that you can see, like, if you want to order Uber Eats or something, or car. And then I just say, we're so grateful you decided to stay with us during your time in Nashville. Be our guest, y'all. I have our Wi-Fi on there. And I had fun, and I customized our Wi-Fi, and I called it Home Away from Home. So yeah, it's just cute. Customize it however you like. since I'm in real estate, I wanted to do a little extra blurb here and just say, hey, if you have any friends or family who are moving here, do give me a call because I'm a national native, I'm an expert in this, and I would love to help anybody who is a friend of yours. And then I also have Wi-Fi right here. I just wrote a little blurb. It says, help yourself to a drink in the mini fridge, rock your favorite tunes on the YouTube app while you get ready, and give yourself permission to have fun and relax while you're here. Let us know if there's anything we can do to make you more comfortable. And then on the back, I created a personal Nashville guidebook, and then I added a QR code on here. Obviously, this won't be the same for you unless you're in Nashville, in which case, feel free to steal it. You can create a personal guidebook on Airbnb once you've created your account, and you can add all of your local favorites. I've always heard devil's in the detail. You can do all of the right things, have it basically done, but it's these tiny little details. It's the chocolate, it's the note, it's, you know, doing a little extra something like this, tips for Ubers and walking, having suggestions in your neighborhood that really make the difference. Go the extra mile, be that good host, the one that really, really cares about their guests and their experience. And yeah, it takes a little effort at first, but once you've done it, it's done, and it really enhances the experience, and it allows you to charge more. It allows you to get 5-star reviews and repeat business. And I've actually gotten Superhost 3 times. And if you want, I can do an expanded video on that. If you're already an Airbnb host and you want to figure out like, how is she getting these good reviews? I mean, I'm giving you a lot of it right here, but I can give you some extra tips if you want me to dig into it. So if you do, leave me a comment below and I'm happy to do it. But yeah. Pick one, do the one pager or do the brochure, and then you can set that on a table, buy some candy, and it will be really, really nice for your guests. Okay, once you have the Airbnb fully set up with everything that you like, the way that you want it, that's when it's time to get the listing live on Airbnb. I recommend springing for professional photos just because this puts your listing in the best light, but I did mine on my iPhone and it worked out, so it's okay. If you're looking, professional photos are about $90. Just contact a local real estate photographer in your city and then book it that way. Or if you feel handy with the camera, use that in your own listing. But you want to cover the space, and I always up the brightness, up the contrast, and just make sure they look really sharp and crispy and nice. Oh my gosh, technical difficulties. My phone ran out of storage in the middle of filming, so the sun is going down on me. I'm gonna try and finish this up really quickly. But make sure that your photos are really nice, upload them to Airbnb.com, and then optimize your description. And if you want, I can make an entire video on optimizing your Airbnb profile. I'm happy to walk you through setting that up. Basically, be kind, be the host that you would like to receive on the other end of a booking, and be kind to your guests, be responsive, and then do all of the tips that I've mentioned, and you will have a very excellent Airbnb experience. And if you want, I can also make a video about becoming a superhost. Like I said, I've gotten a superhost 3 times, so I definitely know what I'm talking about there, and I can help you get there too. So if you're ready to become an Airbnb host and you know you're gonna crush it, then go ahead and click the link down below that I've left for you. You can receive $40 directly to your account just for starting and becoming a host. Please do like this video, share it with a friend that you think would find it valuable, subscribe to my channel, and do leave us a comment below letting us know what you think, how it's going, and leave your progress here to inspire the rest of the community. I love you guys so much. I'm so happy that you stayed until the end, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. All right, bye.